let's talk about one of the emails that I had not gotten to. Like, this continues to get worse and worse, right? Like, there is no bottom to this pit. It is bottomless. Like, we talked about stupidity with these people, right? We've talked about how, like, every time we say something is stupid, they just go further and further and further. And every time you say something is cruel, it's like there is no bar. It's further and further and further. They can go cruelty. They can go stupid forever. But also just the depravity. Like the dishonesty. It doesn't have a bottom to this pit. So we went over the emails, and we went over the one talking about him walking into the window when he's staring at young women. We went over the one with Michael Wolff giving him the advice as far as, you know, like what he should say to either help or defeat Trump's presidential campaign, which goes to show that he had information on Donald Trump. We've talked about the one where he's literally talking to people in Russia in 2018 about helping them to handle Donald Trump. What does that mean? What does that mean? And talking to Larry Summers, the president of Harvard, where Larry Summers is asking Jeffrey Epstein, do they have anything on Donald Trump? Because it seems weird the way that Donald Trump is acting. We covered all of those. Like, this isn't just one email or two emails or three emails. This is a fucking motherload of information that all says Donald Trump did not just know Jeffrey Epstein, but he was good friends with him. And even though Donald Trump tells you no, like we weren't friends, I've never hung out with the guy, it turns out that 100% this dude has been to his house. So here, let's look at this. Epstein victim literally wrote, whoops, did not put it on the stage. There we go. Epstein victim literally wrote, I don't want to come early to find Trump in your house. Trump's in his house. He's not there. I mean, I guess I'm guessing that. But let's say it wouldn't surprise me. On Wednesday, the House Oversight Committee unveiled another 23,000 pages of emails tying Trump yet again to disgraced financier and convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. I haven't looked through all 23,000 pages myself, but you might be surprised to know that nothing in it bodes well for our dear president. Of course, this is the one from Donald. Which one is this? There's so many. This is, I know how dirty Donald is. My guess is the non-lawyers, New York biz people have no idea what it means to have your fixer flip. And that's Michael Cohen. They're talking about him flipping on Michael Cohen for all the payments. Michael Cohen, of course, went to prison for Donald Trump, and then later was part of the reason that Donald Trump was convicted in the trial involving Stormy Daniels. So that's him talking about how, like, Jeffrey Epstein calling you dirty. That's pretty low. In one email from 2019, Epstein writes to author Michael Wolff that Trump knew about the girls and asked Ghislaine Maxwell, his girlfriend and accomplice, who's currently in jail for child sex trafficking, to stop. In another email from 2011, Epstein wrote to Maxwell that Trump is the dog that hasn't barked. And then this one that we're getting to, this is one I hadn't seen yet. And there's going to be so many more. This isn't done. This is just the beginning. In this one, the sender wrote, I'm at the door, but I will wait for my time. I don't want to come early to find Trump in your house. I'm at the door, but I will wait for my time. What does that mean? I don't want to come early to find Trump in your house. That's literally saying she's going there to do something, and Trump is already there, or potentially already there, doing that something. Like, I don't know how much more does the gun have to smoke, right? These emails are the latest in the chain of smoking guns, tying Trump closer and closer to Epstein. Still, there's so much we haven't seen. In a statement to NPR, White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt said the Democrats selectively leaked emails to the liberal media to create a fake narrative to smear President Trump. And selective or not, knowing about the girls is still pretty damn clear. So, once again, there it is. Okay, then release other emails. Release them. I don't care. Release them with Bill Clinton's name in it. Release them with whoever else that you think that I give a shit about that is supposedly in those emails on that client list. Release away, my friends. What would be selective about a dump of 23,000 plus emails by the Republican Party, not by Democrats? Democrats did indeed single out these ones with Trump. But Republicans dumped 23,000 emails. Why didn't Republicans selectively drop a bunch of emails about Democrats? Why didn't they selectively go out of the way to make sure to go, Trump's not the only one in there? Mind you, that's a pretty bad argument. Saying to people that are like, yo, it seems like you're in these Epstein emails and that dude was a pedo, and also it seems like people are saying you're one too. If you're like, yeah, but I'm not the only one, that's not a great argument. Not a solid argument to make. That's insane. So it says in this, here's the emails, just so you guys know I'm not bullshitting. Okay? Here's the email here. Are you guys on this one? No, you guys are still on the other one. Share this tab. Sorry. Okay, this is the other one. Good God, it's hard to see. Okay, there we go. It says, from the person that sent it to Jeffrey Epstein. Obviously, it's a victim, so the name is redacted. I'm at the door, but I will wait for my time. I don't want to come early to find Trump in your house. And then it's got laughing emojis. He says, yes. He says, sorry, that is 2512 for the gate. So he's telling her how to get in. 10 p.m., should I bring special cake from New York? Very well, just send me the address again and the code to the door so I can get to the second floor, and send me the day and time. Thanks. You are welcome at my house always, and more private. I don't know what that means, and I'm worried about that. And apparently they didn't either, because they sent him question marks at that. Said, at the moment, I was flying to Paris on the 8th. I can leave earlier and get to Paris by 8:30. If you like to meet there, Geneva, difficult, I think that's supposed to be Geneva, the place. Difficult to fly out at night, or lunch Saturday in Paris. Can we have dinner in Geneva on the 8th? I will be there on the 7th and 8th December and going back to Kuwait on the 9th. This is literally him telling this person to meet them there. I'm not even sure that this person was one of the underage women. Like, that does not seem clear from this email. What is clear from this email, though, is obviously that this person was afraid that if they showed up at Jeffrey Epstein's house, where it sounds like he's not even there. It sounds like Jeffrey Epstein isn't even at his house, that Donald Trump might be there. Of course, Leavitt has never not lied, but she specifically lies about Trump's ties to Epstein. In September, when the Oversight Committee released an alleged birthday card from Trump to Epstein, not alleged, that shit's real, written in the outline of a woman's torso and finished off with a signature placed to look like pubic hair, Leavitt called it a hoax. In July, after Trump told reporters on Air Force One that he'd stopped being friends with Epstein because he stole spa workers like Virginia Giuffre from Mar-a-Lago, Leavitt explained the situation as Epstein being a creep to female employees. That's the understatement of the year. Not to mention, let's not forget that Mike Johnson said that Donald Trump was an FBI informant. Trump had himself a little crash out on Truth Social on Wednesday following the news, as he is wont to do. He said the Democrats are trying to bring up the Jeffrey Epstein hoax again because they'll do anything at all to deflect on how badly they've done on the shutdown and so many other subjects. Only a very bad or stupid Republican would fall into that trap. There should be no deflections to Epstein or anything else. That doesn't sound sus, guys. I'll tell you what, the first thing I would do if I was innocent was to get on the social media platform that I own and call all the people in my own party a bunch of morons. That's what I do. I would tell them that I will get them primaried and that they're all idiots for falling into this Democratic hoax. No, that's not what I would do, and that is not advice. My advice is if you are innocent, then your ass should go ahead and release them files. That's what you should do. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.